Something's not right.
Yeah, that sky looks kind of like, maybe your disguise dampening field is glitching out. Looking a little digital.
I can kind of feel how big and empty this place is. But all I can see is darkness.
Maybe it's the celestial mural. The Sky City believes that mural to be connected to Amphoreus' sky, and any weather condition depicted on it will become actual weather. The mural would reflect Aquila's shifting mood, like clear skies, fog, snow, or thunderstorms. The Sky Priests would gather here during peaceful times and pray to the god for warm breezes and good harvests. To put it in words that Gray and Danny would understand, just think of it as a massive screen.
What's the resolution on that thing?
In any case, exploring in the dark is never a good option. If we could light up the mural, it might just provide us with the light needed to move forward. That really conspicuous device might be part of the ritual. Let's go take a look. It's dark, so watch your feet. I have no idea how to turn it on. If only we had help from the wisdom of those who came before us. That's it! I almost forgot. Gray, Memi, can I borrow your powers?
Got it! We just need to find the scattered memory nearby, right? That's simple. Give me a little time. Feel the flow of time. Over there. And over there. Done! There haven't been many people for a while, so the traces of time are super obvious.
I knew you could do it, Memi. You are a huge help.
Arrogant sunfolk. The Titan will condemn your brazen disrespect. But Aquila, you that shape the sky, why do you avoid the pursuit of dark clouds? Are not clear skies and stormy rains equally your creations?
Well, people also say that the rain is Fagusa's fault. And Fagusa and Aquila didn't always get along, so maybe they just didn't want to have a storm cloud.
The Sunborn see your behavior as an act of favoritism towards them, and weaponize this reason to oppress my people. The Rainfolk will not suffer in silence. Oh God, if you remain silent, we shall have to forge our own weapons and resist the malice concealed under your brilliance. May the Eye of Twilight never open. And may torrid rains descend forever.
Avoid the pursuit of dark clouds. Aquila doesn't like rainstorms. It seems a little hard to believe, but we should write this clue down first.
Foolish rainfolk. The great Aquila has already left a mark of their manifestation on the golden clouds. The god's choice is clear. Only we, the Sunborn, are the true heirs of the sky. This war is destined to end in the victory of the Sunfolk. May the Eye of Twilight never close. May eternal daylight embrace the land!
Left a mark among the golden clouds. Is this referring to the celestial mural? But we can't see anything right now. It is, as the rumors said. The Sky Castrum is far from united.
My guess was right. This venue is indeed where celestial rituals were performed. Memi, can you retrieve even more memories?
No problem at all. Here goes. There we are.
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural.
Stop, foolish Cloudborn! How dare you tamper with the celestial globe and distort the weather? This is blasphemy!
The Titan bequeathed the celestial globe to our ancestors, so that we could divide the light and dark equally between day and night, so that all things could grow beneath the celestial phenomenon they preferred. But the Sunborn have asserted control over the celestial mural. And now the days are endless, subjecting the land to drought and burning. And you have the gall to accuse the Rainfolk, who you've oppressed!
The land? It is our eternal nemesis!
Damn, who cares if the land burns? We live in the sky, and the land sucks.
How can storm clouds and rain, unloved by Aquila, lead the Sky Folk to victory in the Chrysos War? Your character is as weak as your faith. Go seek out a corner untouched by the sun and weep solitary tears in the shadows. Huh. That's all you lot know how to do anyway. Cry in silence.
Then let us show you what we are really made of.
You? What are you? What are you trying to do?
Fanatics whose minds have been muddled by the heat. By Aquila above, meet your demise!
What a terrifying memory.
The brutal internal strife is sad to see. It appears the Sky Cities didn't fall to external threats after all.
The proud Sunfolk saw themselves as divinely chosen, exacting long-standing oppression on other tribes. And the Rainfolk suffering beneath them began resenting the divine and plotted their retaliation.
You know, minus the gods part, yeah. Just a pretty everyday story, really.
No matter the era, conflict among humans is destined to persist. Having witnessed the actions of Kindness and the Cleaners, it isn't so hard to understand this piece of history. There's nothing but empty silence here. I fear there were no winners.
The hero Seliose. How did she view the ancient feud between the Sunfolk and Rainfolk? The legends focus on her god-slaying expedition, but are hazy on the fall of the sky denizens. Perhaps I can piece together the true face of history here.
One step at a time. Do you remember the verse that Rainfolk sang, Hyacinth? Perhaps that's the key to unlocking the celestial mural.
Yes, I already memorized it. Now, shall we try to wake it up? Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural!
Golden clouds, blazing radiance. What a breathtaking scene. How chilling. I wonder if Aquila is also watching us. I remember the Rainfolk mentioned the Titan dislikes overcast days. We might be able to use this to our advantage and change how the mark is behaving by changing the weather on the mural.
Do you want to make Aquila mad so they come find us?
Don't worry. The mural probably lost its original function ages ago. Alchemist's light comes from the Dawn device shouldered by Kefali anyway. That being said, there's no power in this device anymore. We have to find another celestial globe if we want to change the weather on the mural. There! That circular device. I'm quite familiar with it. That's a west-wind compass of the Twilight Courtyard. We can use it to create a miniature rainbow bridge to walk on. Who knows? It might even lead us to other areas of the Eye of Twilight. Technology passed down from the Golden Age is finally proving useful. Let's go. Leave the adjustments and calibrations to me. A boiling pool of gold, said to be the energy source that powers the Eye of Twilight's divinity. You should watch your step as you walk.
Yeah, you do not want to fall into that.
The mechanical structure is a bit different from the one used in the Twilight Courtyard. How should I put this? It's a little more complicated.
Can you handle it, Hyacinth?
This might take a while, but I think I can manage. Look! The rainbow bridge has appeared!
Well done. Now we can cross. Hey, careful!
Is that a winged Pegasus?
Looks like a mythical beast. But this one doesn't seem hostile towards us. Hyacinth! Could it be the legendary?
I'm not entirely sure. We might be able to tell if we get closer.
We can't assume it's friendly. Keep your guard up and follow it.
Legend has it that the hero Seliose was always flanked by two winged companions. Solibus and Lunibus. They were her steeds and comrades. If they are still alive, they might help us confront Aquila. It disappeared.
An illusion? Or the memory dissipated?
How strange. That Pegasus was different from the other memories. It was surrounded in an air of sorrow. Oh, it's so heavy that it's hard to breathe.
Was that Lunibus's phantom? Did it appear here because it has unfinished business?
If that's really the case, there must be a super strong obsession keeping it in one piece. Could it be some remaining bits of Seliose's will?
We can't be sure of that yet. Let's take the elevator up to the Eye of Twilight's core first. descendant of the hero Seliose. We have come to complete her mission. That's another one?
Careful! It's not a memory phantom! It looks like it's alive! But it's so twisted and very shadowy, like those black tide creatures!
Hyacinth, watch out!
So, you're Lady Lunabis, aren't you? Then that corrupted being before us must be Lord Solibus. Did you lead us here so we can free your companion? I understand now. You must have been tormented by pain for so long. But you didn't give up. And you've held on to what little is left of your will with such tenacity. Don't be afraid. You're not alone anymore. I am Hyacinthia, the healer who inherited the hero's bloodline.
I guess it must have retained some rationality because it didn't immediately attack.
Seliose, the Daythunder Knight, was once your comrade, wasn't she? Lord Solibus, your body has been completely corroded by the black tide. But I can still heal your tenacious soul. Just like Lady Lunabis, even if you've lost your mortal body, your spirit remains pure. Please, keep holding on to what's left of your will, and I will reawaken you as a heroic soul.
Yeah, we might have to kill you first, though.
It must have understood me. It's a creature of wisdom and tenacity, despite being mired in the agony of the black tide.
Solibus, the sunlit wings that once accompanied the hero. If this battle can remind you of your great deeds from back then, it would be my honor. Come on, heroes!
Lord Solibus, please break free from the control of the black tide and return to your senses.
You deserve my attention. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Insanity!
Moment to doubt farewell.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things to the soul. It's over.
Solibus.
Yeah, hold your horses. The horses are talking.
Oh, so she speaks!
Solibus, you're finally awake.
My consciousness has been lost for far too long. Finally, I have been released from the Black Tide's cage. Little girl, are you Seliose's descendant?
It is me, Lord Solibus. My name is Hyacinthia, and my companions call me Hyacinth.
Hyacinthia, you don't have the scent of her on you.
Listen, Solibus, it's been 1,000 years, okay? The bloodline's a little bit diluted by now.
It's been 1,000 years. Seliose's blood may have thinned in my veins, but the resolve of the Sky People has never been eroded by time. I've journeyed here to fulfill her dying wish.
How much do you know about her dying wish?
That depends on how much of the legends are true.
I know that in order to support the Shattered Sky, she merged herself with the divine body of the Titan. And I also know that she left behind a message, calling on future generations to one day ascend to the heavens again and reclaim the core flame of Aquila.
Has the legend changed so much since your people fell to the earth?
Yeah, okay, so Seliose says that's bullshit.
Girl, you said you're a doctor. You only know how to heal and tend to wounds with such a weak lot in life. How do you plan to challenge the embodiment of the heavens?
With this long sword, heroic soul.
And my bat, and his spear, and the combined pink love powers of Hyacinth and Mem.
As you can see, we're all Hyacinthia's companions and comrades. You've already witnessed our combined strength.
It's not bad, but still lacking compared to her.
Seliose, let go of your ego and accept their kindness. You've been trapped in time by the Black Tide, while great change has spread over the world. If I'm not mistaken, the god of war Nikador also fell to the hands of these warriors.
Lunabis is caught up on current events, that's right. We killed Nikador.
We've laid all the other Titans to rest, one by one. Now the final target for the Flame Chase is the master of this Sky Fortress. Please guide us to an audience with Aquila, heroic souls. Seliose initiated the era of slaying gods and attaining their flames. Even if she could not witness the end of this era, you will all at least bear witness on her behalf.
Confidence and fierceness. Yes, I do indeed see a shadow of her in you.
Aquila's mark flew away?
Maybe they detected our awakening.
Well, perhaps our presence stirred memories of the fierce battle from 1,000 years ago.
We learned from past memories that the Sky Titan fears dark clouds. Would you know more about this topic?
What the memo sprite said is true, but you all still need a guide.
Follow me, Hyacinthia and fellow warriors. Let the hunt for the gods start again.
Is Lady Lunabis not going with us?
I will be waiting for you all at the next destination, Hyacinth.
1,000 years have passed, and yet this place feels the same. Just that there is no more human clamor. This is the Hall of the Sunfolk, where the Sunborn once held grand ceremonies to give thanks for Aquila's gifts.
So, did the Sky Titan really take the side of the Sunfolk?
Everyone thought so until Seliose's spear pierced through Aquila's wrath. Only then did we understand that Aquila wasn't hiding from the clouds and rain, but from the horror that lurked within the unlit shadows.
The Black Tide's threat has forced the Chrysos heirs to complete our flame chase journey, heading toward the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
Chrysos heirs. In our time, that title used to stir up waves of outrage. But you all seem to be revered as heroes.
Well, if you ask Kindness, she would still be outraged about it, but we don't care about her.
It's all thanks to those who came before us. Trebios and Aglaia. You must have heard of these two names.
So it was those two who made it to the end.
What does that mean?
Let's not elaborate on unrelated topics. You now know how to activate the celestial globe. So go, and force out the Titan in the mural.
The road got sucked away by the wind fan? Did Aquila do that?
You have nothing to fear. We can use the power of time to rewind it if we have to.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Change, celestial mural. Celestial shift didn't work?
These circuits all seem to be corroded by the black tide. Here's hoping those two prophecy tablets can help us out.
Dear Seliose, how have you been lately? It's been a few months since you left Elena's, and we really miss the times we spent together. We'd run and play in the countryside, and in the evenings, we'd mess with the grumpy dromas from next door. Every day it was carefree, as if the troubles of the world had nothing to do with us. Since we parted with our sisters, the time spent with you has become our most cherished memories. Honestly, when we learned you planned to pursue the prophecy and become a hero, we couldn't help but feel regret. We regretted telling you about the prophecy in the first place. It meant you would leave our side and embark on a dangerous journey. If it meant losing a dear friend, we would be heartbroken. But we have come to accept it. You're strong, Seliose, and you're meant to leave your mark on the world. We believe you have the power to change the world. The reason we left Yanisopolis was to bring hope and miracles to Amphoreus. But to turn those miracles into reality, our strength alone won't be enough. We hope you will become a hero and show the world that unity, not division, is what we need. All of this is only possible if you stay safe. With your ability, we believe you can do it. Your good friend, Trisha.
So this is the Trebi that went up to the Sky City.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Change, celestial mural.
Looks like they're still avoiding us. I wonder if it's cowardice, or if they have something up their sleeve.
I fear the Aquila of present has long lost their sanity. But instinct still drives them to flee from the shadows, to evade the Black Tide's encroachment. I have no knowledge of Seliose's situation. But I am certain that the will behind that mark is not hers. She would not abscond like a disgraceful deserter, willingly exiled by the pursuit of dark clouds. It is time to leave this place. Lunavis awaits you at the next stop.
A moment, please, Lord Solibus. I have one more thing I wish to do.
What is it, girl?
To honor the pact with Seliose. Her descendants spent a millennium looking up at the sky. I believe my countless ancestors who lived for that purpose deserve to know the truth behind her legend. If you don't mind us knocking on the gates of the past, maybe I can peek into this place's history.
You are the ones who hold Orynyx's miracle. I have no authority to prevent you from delving into the past.
Yeah, you have the power. I literally can't stop you.
Memi, Gray, could I please ask you for this favor? I want to show the truth to my ancestors waiting on the other side. If there are falsehoods in the legends, then there must be a reason for its embellishment. The scene here and the previous memories gave me a bad feeling. What else did the Skyfolk encounter after Seliose challenged the god? I must figure out the truth behind the legend, even if it's for my ancestors' sake.
Hyacinth, you're such a good child. Don't worry, I'm here. The memories surging here are even more intense than at the entrance. I'll gather them up now, and mold them, and mold them. All done!
Thank you, Memi. Everyone, please, witness history with me.
Daughter of Dusk, have you finally gone mad?
I knew it! The child with the blood of 2 feuding clans will one day destroy the Sky Castrum!
Will you really point the tip of your spear at our god? Stay in your hand. Your recklessness will only bring divine retribution.
Divine retribution? Those innocent children of the earth were sentenced to total annihilation by the god above, while they had nothing more than mere curiosity for things that lie beyond the sky. Look at yourselves. You call yourselves the Sunborn, yet you're unable to bear the blinding sunlight. You even consider sunburns and blisters as a gift from the gods. You declare yourselves the chosen ones, champions favored by Aquila. Yet you dare not even declare war upon the true threat of this world. Instead, you raise your swords and rattle them at your weaker brethren. You are all beyond saving. My father was also a disciple of the sun, but he taught me resilience and justice and guided me towards the light. He taught me wherever there is light, there is hope. Wretched people, I see no hope left in any of you. Even a shadow has more dignity than you lot.
Even so, Daughter of Dusk, even so, you should not shatter our faith.
Not just our faith. Aquila forged the sky. Nay, they are the sky itself. If they fall, what will this world turn into?
A prophecy echoes from the horizon's edge. It heralds the advent of a new age. One not ruled by the Titans, but created by mortal heroes.
But that would actually still be ruled by Titans, but different Titans.
I choose to believe in that prophecy. I must believe in any sign that promises to break the chains imposed on us by the old era. Any sign that will lead us to a new chapter of the world. If you wish to stop me from slaying the god, you'd better muster your courage and draw your bows. Let's see if I will be pierced by a hail of arrows first, or if you will be burned to ash by Seliose!
How can we even fight you? You're the powerful Daythunder Knight, a warrior goddess capable of trampling all lands.
I am not a god, but the only mortal in this cage who is brave enough to defy the Warden. See, you are all truly weak beyond measure. The hunting ground beckons. Come, Seliose!
The hero Seliose, disillusioned by the Sun Folk's deeds, decided to sever the source of it all. The god they so blindly placed their faith in.
I mean, I too would be a little skeptical of people who were like, yes, this epic sunburn is a gift from my god, I will treasure it forever.
She was brimming with compassion at that time. Her words were bursting with anger, but her heart had nothing but mercy for the children of humanity.
At that time,
We should get going, Hyacinthia. Lunibus is waiting for you all. Aquila has fled to the other end of the fortress. Let's chase after them. Lunibus will lead the way.
Lady Lunibus, we're here!
Aquila, even though they have been corrupted by the Black Tide, they still maintain a connection with their kin in this fortress.
You think to hinder us, imprisoned Titan? Then we will make you understand that resistance is futile!
I'm just a frail scholar. To the soul!
The remedy is before me.
What's the matter? Insanity! To the soul!
Don't stop. Follow it to the Titan. Even if plunged into madness, Aquila is still the Sky Titan. We mustn't let our guard down.
Heroes, over here! Let's keep going and aim for the next West Wind compass.
Look! The Rainbow Bridge is leading us to our next destination. Let's hurry on. Follow Lady Lunibus.
Miss Hyson, how are you so certain that you could free Seliose from suffering?
My apologies, Lady Lunibus. I was not all that certain. But if even the healer loses hope, then how will the patients repossess their hope for life?
What a kind answer.
It's said the Black Tide is a calamity from beyond the sky. If that's true, the sky's defenses would naturally be the first to be breached.
That's fair, actually. That is a good question, actually.
Maybe the ancient Sky civilization had a completely different interpretation of the Titans from ours. But I agree with you. This figure looks way too alien.
I mean, you say that, but 4 arms? Hey, Kiphile's got 6. That's not so strange.
No question about it. This mural depicts the Eye of Twilight.
Yeah, what a big eye with a sword straight through it.
This is Aquila's most common form in the myths.
Let's go. If nothing goes wrong, we'll be able to see their true form very quickly. Megusa's Chalice of Plenty. This mural depicts its breaking. Though the conflict between sky and ocean wasn't particularly severe, it is obvious that Aquila's people weren't exactly cordial to the latter. Georios, Aquila's nemesis. Unlike the 3 titans of creation that coexist in mutual benefit, the sky and the earth never ceased attacking each other.
But when the Twilight Courtyard left the Sky Civilization and came down to the mortal realm to live, they discovered that the Earth also possessed a gentle, benevolent side.
I mean, don't tell that to those people from before who were like, oh no, who cares if the land burns? The land sucks.
Whether between people, cities, and gods, I suppose that all conflicts stem from misunderstandings.
Now, I shall lead you into the Rain Folk's Hall.
Legend has it Selios's father was a Sun Folk warrior who spent his years fighting and rarely returned to the Eye of Twilight. Her childhood was mostly spent beside her mother, a Rain Folk priest.
Correct. That was true. It was also during her formative years that the conflict between the 2 tribes began intensifying. The Rain Folk feared the other half of Selios's bloodline, and never truly saw her as one of their own. Yet she bore no hatred for her people, and still grew into a passionate young lady. Until people discovered golden blood ran through her veins. That was the final straw that turned disdain into terror.
What? But the epics said Seliose left to live in solitude, so she could train her spirit and hone her martial skills.
Listen, Hyacinth, how bad would it look for your ancestors if the story that got passed down was, yeah, we exiled Seliose, we were like, actually, please leave. You know, that doesn't look so good.
I never would have imagined that she was cast out of her tribe for her lineage and her golden blood.
Even so, she did not despair. She met Seliose and me while she was living alone. We hunted, spent our days together, and forged an alliance. I think that oath, stronger than fate itself, kept Seliose and me here to watch over this abandoned fortress.
Despite experiencing betrayal and exile at the hands of her own people, she was still willing to set out on the path to slay the gods for them. Was Seliose's love for humanity truly so boundless and unconditional?
Lila Ika, why did you run out on your own?
This little one.
You're saying you smell a familiar scent on Lady Lunibus?
They look completely different. But little Ika should also be a winged beast, right?
I mean, sure, but Iker is like a flesh and blood winged beast, and Lunibus is like a titankin.
Could it be?
Truly, a miracle of fate. Perhaps we did leave something behind for this world. Seliose.
Lady Lunibus? Is little Ika your...
Please press on, flame-chasing heroes. I can sense it. The radiance of Aquila shines ever brighter.
I see she doesn't want to answer that question.
Where did the Skyfolk go after Seliose challenged the god?
Just like the countless tribes throughout history, they were drowned in the dark clouds of time.
Aquila, they are indeed here.
The celestial globe is right ahead. But there are black tide creatures guarding it.
Looks like we can't skip this fight. Let's go get them. It's another one of those devices that can enhance prayers. Can I leave that to you, partner?
Before it was consumed by madness, it must have also faithfully served the Titan, don't you think? No healer can heal all, especially faced with souls that are trapped deeply in the clutches of pain. Granting it a dignified end may be the most compassionate act of all.
This mortal form will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Look, the ship. With this divine power, I reforge all things. Insanity to the soul.
Watch your head.
Rest now, Titankin.
The celestial globe looks complete. But it still won't start. Is there something wrong internally? Hard drives?
Don't worry about it. Data storage. Never mind. Do you see those colored lights?
Your intuition has always been good. Let's look around and see if there are any mechanisms. That didn't take much effort. The hand of Zagreus always appears when it's most needed.
Lady Lunibus, if it's not too much trouble, please wait for a little longer.
It's you all who have to do the work. I've wandered around here for 1,000 years, so this brief moment hardly qualifies as waiting.
Yeah, what's 10 minutes in the face of 1,000 years? Nothing.
Furthermore, I would like to have a moment alone with this little one. Your parents and their parents, have they always been by the Skyfolk's side? That is quite comforting.
Is it? That's certainly pretty crude and simple.
Listen.
Should we go look for the next one?
Sometimes you just have to punch things to make them work, okay?
All good. Let's keep going. As expected, Grady is getting more and more skilled at handling the hand of Zagreus. Let's go. We should return and check on the celestial globe. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Blot out the blazing sun, celestial mural!
Aquila has left.
already changed 2 scenes on the mural. Where else can they go?
In the direction that the denizens of the sky have prayed to their whole lives. Upward.
But yeah, that's a good question about whether that also applies to Aquila. Can they leave? Probably not.
A curse that fell from the sky. I can't verify the truth of this claim. When Seliose fought Aquila, the Titan's incarnation did ascend into the skies, but they never attempted to break through the sky's veil to escape our pursuit.
Because if Aquila can leave, then it's not a very good prison, you know?
Regardless, we can only know the truth after we've defeated them. Before we press on, partner, ma'am, let's unveil the history for Hyacinth. The true story behind the legend is yet to be fully revealed.
Okay, leave it to me.
You're putting in work today, ma'am.
Flowing, gathering, recollection, reveal!
Oh, Daughter of Dusk, who has permitted your return to this sacred land of the Cloudborn? Bearing the blood of heresy and curse of gold, exile is your eternal sentence.
My kin of old, I am no longer the immature fledgling I once was. I found my wings. The shackles you bound me with have rusted away, and I shall decide which direction I'll fly. As for this return home, before I embark on my god-slaying quest, those who worship the god who is about to die deserve to know everything.
So, the dreadful rumors are true. The cursed Daughter of Dusk, the invincible Daythunder Knight, will soar into the heavens to challenge the Titan!
Why would you do this, Seliose? You were once such a warm-hearted girl. In this hall of the Cloudborn, you prayed so devoutly to Aquila.
Oh, you were so kind and pious as a child. And then we exiled you from your home, and now we're surprised that you are maybe not 100% happy with everything.
I've seen through the Titan's indifference, and grown weary of the tragic dances mortals perform under their neglect. I see how you blame the god for their favoritism, yet lack the courage to rebel against the core of your beliefs. You're quick to turn your blades on your kin, but you never dare to confront the true source of your hatred. I feel sorry for you. I grew up among you, and once saw myself as part of this tribe. The persecution you've suffered runs deep. For that, I understand your hatred towards me. And I forgive you for casting me out. Out of care for you all, I'll walk this path, on behalf of everyone. Let the fall of the Eye of Twilight mark the dawn of a new chapter in history. Upon my return, there will be no more unjust gods. When a broken faith finally disappears, the children of humanity will be reborn. The skies will mend, and the divide between day and night will fade away.
You are so naive, Daughter of Dusk. So powerful, yet so innocent. I fear you. I can't imagine how twisted you may become when you realize that shallow and fragile mortals can't bear the immense weight of your boundless love.
Farewell, my kin. I'll always remember the tenderness you once showed me. Meager, but refreshing. Like gentle rain. Fly, Lunibus.
Lady Seliose's resolve to slay the Titan was as firm as her farewell to her people was dismal.
Yet, from this memory, I sense something ominous. What happened later, Lady Lunibus?
Rather than listening to me, continue onward and witness for yourselves. Follow the trail Aquila has left, heroes. This time, I will guide you alongside Seliose. Sorry, little one. I hope we still have time to talk later.
Seliose is such a mighty hero. Yet her partner, who must have walked with her to pass on her bloodline, was completely unrecorded in legend.
That's true, actually.
Is he also a warrior? Or perhaps...
You will soon have your answer, Miss Hyacinth.
Hyacinth, that is such a good point. Like, she died or became one with Aquila or something. But she has direct descendants, so where did they come from?
They soared toward the mural's dome. I remember that place.
I remember too, Seliose.
What exactly happened there?
At the celestial mural's dome, we dealt Aquila a fatal blow. The sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame.
The moonlit plume sealed the divine body.
The battered hero of the sky pierced the last monstrous eye. It seems that the legend describing the decisive battle was true.
But some things cannot be recorded. They were only witnessed by us.
Would you mind sharing more, honored ones?
After Aquila's defeated scream, we looked to the ground. The people who watched us fight. We saw the expressions on their faces.
Old and young, adults and children alike. They all shared the same expression. Pure, unshakable terror.
Our victory brought no cheers or celebrations. The terrified crowd became chaotic, screaming and trampling each other.
That's not overly surprising. Like, they didn't want her to fight Aquila. And, you know, now they're terrified that she actually managed it. What if she decides to kill them next? She said she wouldn't, but that doesn't mean anything.
When they realized that their centuries-old faith had been overturned by a cursed child of two clans.
They regressed into senseless beasts that devoured their own kin. No, that would be an insult to beasts. Seliose and I have never witnessed such madness. Not even in the wildest corners of Amphoreus.
Yeah, unfortunately not surprising, but still, you know, devastating.
This doesn't align with the historical records. According to the legends of the Sky People, Aquila, gravely wounded, was determined to fight to the end.
Again, Hyacinth. What kind of person wants to carry that history with them? Be like, this is terrible, we don't want this to be how our descendants remember us.
To prevent Aquila from using the sky of Amphoreus as a weapon to crush the earth, the hero Seliose chose to sacrifice herself, sealing the Titan in the process.
Legends and epics have always erased the cruelty, the bloodshed, and the cries of the commoners, while glorifying the heroes and their triumphs.
You'll witness a side of the legend that's never been told, young Hyacinthia, with a truth hidden for a millennium before you. Can you still walk with the same conviction?
It will be a harsh truth, one that is bound to shake your beliefs. Are you ready to face it, Miss Hyacinth?
I am ready, honored ones. No matter what the hidden history holds, the spirits of my ancestors will urge me to make the right choice. This mission is far more important than my personal feelings or biases. If what I'm facing is a distorted history, a lie that's lasted for 1,000 years, I have to believe the one who created it had their reasons and struggles. And as for those reasons, I choose to believe they came from a place of goodwill. That's how I see the world.
Since you've made your decision, keep moving forward. I've called forth the Rainbow Bridge. Proceed along its path to the Dome, where the entwined fates of humanity and the Titan must be resolved.
Dear Seliose, word has reached us that you intend to face Aquila alone and resolve the strife among the Sky people. We have no doubts that you are strong enough to face the Titans. But before you embark on your journey, we'd like to share a story with you. Hopefully, there's still time. As kids in Yanisopolis, we spent hours with our mom learning origami. She'd take a stack of red paper and guide our hands as we turned them into birds, fish, crowns, and elaborate clothes. We always thought there was sheer joy in origami. Every successful fold we made brought a loving smile from Mama. It wasn't until after Mama left that we realized origami itself hadn't been the true source of our joy. We soon left behind the hobby that had occupied so much of our childhood. We eventually understood that it wasn't the folding we loved, but Mama's reactions to our creations. Seliose, you wrote of your love for your people and your desire to defeat the cruel gods for them. Your intense emotions make us wonder, is your love for your people similar to our love for origami? Please, take a moment to consider this. If your love for humans is merely an abstract notion, rather than love for specific individuals, you may end up disappointed, even after saving them.
Oh, Trisha, I think that you were correct. You read her exactly right.
We are sorry if our words come across as heavy. However, as your friend, we feel it's important to voice these concerns. That way, you can make choices that are genuinely accountable to yourself. Your good friend, Trisha.
Aquila, you turned off the bridge? Rude.
They're desperately struggling to block our path, but we've backed them into a corner.
I know you don't want to see us, but come on, don't turn the bridges off.
This hurdle is trivial compared to the endless flame chase journey. I'll restore the bridge every time. No matter how many times the Titan obstructs us.
The miracle she never stopped dreaming of is just one step away from becoming reality.
Honored ones, how did Lady Seliose become so powerful?
Talent and rigorous training.
Those sound like essential traits for every successful individual.
She is special. Her resolve goes beyond mere stubbornness.
Continue forward along the Rainbow Bridge, heroes.
A god slayer can tell the state of their prey by its sounds. The god's part, I sense resentment, terror. But as for her, I cannot sense anything.
Aquila already seems aware of their fate.
We won't make them wait for too long. A Titan shall get Dawnmaker to have its first taste of blood.
That sword you wield, it seems familiar.
Are you sure about that? This is only recently forged.
Yeah, but...
Perhaps.
Is this the dome of the celestial mural?
It was recently forged, but...
Truly marvelous.
You based the design off of something that's been around for a very long time, so...
Exactly. Employ the tactics you've mastered to expose them. And...
Hyacinthia, we will heed your wishes, channeling our strength to reveal Aquila's true form.
My wishes?
It's been 1,000 years. Without our pact, Lunabus and I might have dissipated like everything else here.
Our pact requires us to await the return of the Sky Folk to their ancestral lands, to complete the mission of reclaiming the Titan's core flame. We will carry out your will, Miss Hyacinth, as faithfully as we kept our promise to Seliose.
But first, we shall reveal the whole truth of history. We will reveal all that befell the Skyfolk after Seliose initiated the Flame Chase journey.
As it should be.
Be careful. There are multiple threats. Soldiers tainted by the Black Tide. Do they continue to defend the realm of the Sky Titan after all this time?
Perhaps they are protecting the truth slumbering here.
Aside from the descendants of the sky named in the pact, no one else is entitled to access the memories here.
I'm increasingly intrigued by what happened next. Let's deal with these fallen guards first, then. Embark on this final lesson in history! Dawnmaker feels lighter in my hands. I feel that I can do more than just cut down evil with this blade.
Okay, buddy.
With golden flames, I can forge a new dawn!
Fine in, sweetie, you're getting a little bloodthirsty.
Insanity!
You know?
Wanted to doubt farewell. Unlock. With this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul, insanity.
You have fulfilled your duty, guards. Rest now.
God of the Sky, we are here. Your resentment and terror will soon end. Lady Seliose, Do you still have your humanity after merging with the Titan? I hope you can witness the harvest of the seeds you once sowed. Now, only the final steps remain.
Something's off. I can feel the memories here churning. It's as if countless emotions have lingered through the ages, refusing to fade away. The wandering memories here seem to be pleading for something, heavy with pain and grief. Like ghosts lingering by the river of souls.
Are you ready, Aizen?
Yes. The Flame Chase journey is reaching its final chapter. No matter how cruel the truth may be, nothing will sway my determination to finish this mission.
The true history buried in time must come to light. The fates of mortals shouldn't be lost beneath polished myths.
We're on the same page, Lord Finan.
You know, myths are cool and all, but someone's gonna be out here writing the actual history, too.
Go to the celestial globe, Hyacinthia. The forgotten past will reveal itself to you, one fragment at a time. Hold fast to your resolve. You'll need it to face what lies ahead.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Embrace the clouds, celestial mural.
Look who we've caught. An old-fashioned disciple of the ancient god. The frail Titan was conquered long ago by the mighty warrior goddess. Now, they're nothing more than rusted scrap, left in the forge to decay over countless years.
Okay, so part of them started a new cult worshipping Seliose.
Surrender to us, relic of a bygone era. We'll reshape your clouded mind and grant you a place alongside your kin in Seliose's glory.
Your so-called reshaping is nothing more than torment, both in body and mind. No. I'd rather die than give in to hypocrites like you, hiding behind empty faith and wielding power as you please.
Take a good look at this pathetic fool. Do you see it? What a laughable hypocrite! You're one of the Sun Folk, aren't you? When you oppressed your own under the guise of faith, leaving countless souls to suffer endlessly under the scorching sun, did you ever consider that even the fiercest sun could one day fall?
I once thought...
Spare us your empty excuses, relic of the old world. I'd rather die than give in to hypocrites like you, hiding behind empty faith and wielding power as you please. You've already sentenced yourself. All we're doing is following through. Do it. Make it clean. A single, sharp cut across the neck.
I mean, you did say you would rather die, so at least, you know, they're making it quick.
No! No! No!
The creation shaped by Kefali in their image failed to inherit their compassion and acceptance.
That's still true today. There's no reason to be surprised by that.
Are you alright, Aizen?
I'm fine, Lord Finan. I expected this. It's just thinking about the vision Seliose held before declaring war on the Titan. This sight is deeply heartbreaking. Let's move on.
Seliose possessed the strength to slay gods. Yet, she failed to sever the cycle of karma, rooted deeply in humanity's hearts.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Drive out the gods, celestial mural.
How is that possible?
Please, help us, the forsaken Sky Folk. Lady Kindness, you are the strong one who follows the path of shadows.
Is this the first kindness? They did say we were on like the, 27th, 37th kindness? Something along those lines.
The Cleaners. Did the Sky Folk conspire with them?
Word has it you hunt those with golden blood, all in your quest to cleanse the world of the filth of those cursed offspring. Deliver justice for us. The witch with golden blood struck down the proud eye of twilight, desecrating their divine grace. Yet, it is we, the devout denizens of the sky, who are forced to pay the price.
I can smell your despair, Skyfolk. The Cleaners are on the side of mortals. Together, we'll erase that blasphemous bloodline from this world. The Daythunder Knight and her fantastic creatures are far too strong. No one can hope to defeat them in a direct fight. But we'll show you every trick, every strategy you can use to turn the tide.
In their desperation, those ancient disciples were willing to do anything. Even ally themselves with the Cleaners. But I'm guessing their plan failed, didn't it?
Those assassins were vicious, but not foolish. They never actually dared to attack Seliose. They weren't driven by any genuine desire to help the oppressed. Their true targets were the innocent Chrysos heirs, hidden among the Skyfolk. These schemes only came to light long after the damage was done.
Before the Flame Chase journey began, the Chrysos heirs waged war against each other over who was a legitimate heir of the prophecy. Even Treeby's many selves were pulled into the chaos. At the time, golden blood was seen as a curse. Honestly, it's easy to see why.
But Seliose, where was she in all this? What thoughts weighed on her mind as she watched everything unfold?
You'll know very soon, Miss Hyacin.
Her unconditional tolerance was met with ruthless betrayal. Her deep love for humanity was reduced to ashes, leaving behind only endless fury.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Reveal the history, celestial mural.
Now you have nowhere to hide, Titan.
You gotta feel a teensy bit bad for them, because we're like stalking them through their home, harassing them at every corner.
Look, everyone! Over there!
Are those Lady Lunabis and Lord Solibes?
Yes. Those are remnants of their memories from 1,000 years ago.
Your Highness, what are you planning to do? We are devout disciples of Lady Seliose. We would never betray her. It's those rats. They are the fools who backstabbed our hero.
Please, please spare us. We were blinded by hatred and misled by those people clothed in black.
Punish them, Your Highness. Without these stubborn remnants of the past, the Sky Folk may finally stand united under the warrior goddess's banner.
The strong crush the weak, twisting faith into a tool for oppression.
The weak rise to power, yet the cycle of hatred endures, unbroken through time.
Seliose has made her judgment.
The corruption within humanity is a sickness beyond cure.
Yet she once loved us with such fierce devotion.
And yet you proved yourself to be unworthy.
Has she given up on us?
Seliose touched the core flame and gained the vision of the Titan.
She saw what the god fears, rooted in the darkness, spawning from the edge of the world, the black tide that devours all.
They flee from the clouds, not out of favoritism toward the scorching sun, but merely out of fear of that boundless shadow.
Yet humanity misinterpreted the gods' intentions, forging them into weapons for fratricide. This history, brewed from sorrow and tragedy, shall end here.
In the name of the warrior goddess, what kind of fate has she woven for us?
We are here to deliver the message Seliose left for mortals. To my once beloved, yet now unsavable kin. With golden divine blood coursing through me, even the tyrant of the sky bends to my unyielding light. My light burns far brighter than before, and the fog clouding my mind has finally lifted.
She went a little power crazy.
I gaze upon this fragile earth through the god's 100 eyes, and resolution fills me. A hero's instinct drives me forward, compelling me to deliver your final judgment.
Your future flows between the boiling streams of the golden pool at your feet.
Rejoice, for as everyone's flesh and blood merge with liquid gold,
you will finally understand what true unity means.
I've unseen mistake coming. This isn't your fault, Seliose. Your only mistake was placing far too much hope in humanity.
Lunibus. Solibus. You.
Yes. We acted as Seliose's executioners.
that day, countless skyfolk fell from the dome of the Eye of Twilight, swallowed by golden lava. They spent their entire lives praying to the sky. Yet their devotion never earned them wings to escape their fate.
But humanity is kind of a letdown. I totally get it. It's definitely overkill.
After learning about everything she went through, I can only feel regret. But I can't condemn her choice.
If this is the true history, was Seliose's fusion with Aquila truly meant to save humanity from ruin?
That depends on your definition. She is saving them from ruin by killing everybody and turning them into golden lava. And then they cannot ruin each other or the world or be ruined any further than they already were. So, safe.
By touching the core flame, Seliose gained insight into the Titans' fear and glimpsed their cold indifference. Aquila never yearned for mortal devotion. The establishment of the Sky civilization was merely the result of humanity's own doing. The celestial globe, said to be gifted by the Titan to the Sky folk in the myths, was in truth a creation of mortals.
Disillusioned with humanity, Seliose began to long for the detachment of divinity. She sent Lunabus and me to the Earth in search of a forbidden art said to fuse human and Titan souls.
Professor Anax's alchemy already achieved such power 1,000 years ago?
Seliose, who passed fatal judgment on the Sky folk, had turned her back on humanity. If this was the path she chose, then whose wish have my ancestors and I been guarding all this time?
The final fragment of history lies just ahead. Go and claim it, Miss Hyacinth. Just as Seliose once did, you must take this step too.
Seliose had abandoned her humanity. Then, my Twilight Courtyard ancestors and me, are we truly her descendants?
I mean, seems pretty unlikely unless she had a secret child before she went off to kill Aquila, you know? Like, when is she gonna have kids after killing Aquila? Never.
The truth will soon be revealed. No matter what, I will not run away from my mission. Grady, will you stand by my side? Is that...
Great Seliose, I beg you, spare this humble life. I've never harmed anyone. The punishment you deliver out of rage is far too harsh for someone innocent like me.
The time has come, mortal.
It's time to face your destiny.
Wait! Please, let me speak with Her Highness, the warrior goddess. Look! Can you see it? Golden blood is spilling from my wounds. I am a Chrysos heir too, chosen by the prophecy, just like Lady Seliose.
She isn't lying. Seliose, what will you do with one of your own?
A Chrysos heir.
Synthetic god, I see.
You are no different from the rest. You were once one of the Sunborn. Did you ever rise to defend the weak? When your kin oppressed others under the guise of the Titan's favor?
I did not.
You abandoned your old faith and made me your new god after Aquila's fall. Did you offer your help when your comrades turned their blades on the faithful who refused to convert?
I did not.
When the prophecy of Genesis reached all beings, calling the Chrysos heirs to become heroes of this fractured world, did you overcome your inner weakness and heed its urgent call?
I failed to do so.
Look, Chrysos heir, you are no different from the rest.
Yeah, you didn't actively hurt people, but you didn't stop anyone else from hurting people, so you're not the innocence that Seliose wants. It's not good enough.
My judgment is just. Only burning gold can purify your sins.
Wait, Lady Seliose. Please, grant me a moment to explain my cowardice. Your divinity indeed casts our mediocrity in a harsh and unflattering light. Humanity has walked this earth for many ages, enduring life's struggles and witnessing its shameful imperfections. Yet, despite everything, we built great city-states and thriving civilizations. Even when trapped in the mud of malice, we continued to struggle and push forward. Because beyond our flaws, the virtue that we all share is tenacity. Even if it means risking everything I have and everything I have yet to gain. I must kneel before you, begging for a chance at life. I need to prove that mortals are capable of redemption.
To admit your weakness in such a righteous manner, it seems you have completely abandoned your dignity.
You say you're willing to risk everything you've yet to gain. Tell me, what kind of miraculous bet is that?
It's simple, Lady Seliose. Should you grant me a chance at life, I will ensure that your epic is passed down through generations, sung by my descendants, until the end times buries all civilizations and legends. Should the prophecy of deliverance we've heard hold even the slightest chance of becoming reality, then my descendants will return here one day to prove to you that even the flawed and imperfect mortals you disdain can bear the weight of the world.
Interesting. Release her, Solibus, Lunibus. From now on, she and her descendants will carry both the sky's blessing and the curse of their history. No matter how long it takes, I will wait for the one who is destined to arrive. When that time comes, I'll take pleasure in mocking these mortal children on how their progenitress sold their unborn lives.
Damn, she's not even like, I'll be, appreciative and properly, respective when they eventually come. I'll be like, no. If they ever make it here, I'm gonna laugh in their face.
The truth of the legend is finally clear. Hyacinthia.
Am I the descendant of that nameless Chrysos heir? Our lineage wasn't from the hero, but from a nameless Chrysos heir who begged for mercy before her. My whole clan's fragile mortal life was simply spared on Seliose's whim.
Her judgment may be true. Mortals do have their flaws. But even so, human dignity must not be trampled.
Lord Solibus, Lady Lunibus, tell me, did you wait for 1,000 years at the Eye of Twilight just to witness that Chrysos heir's child coming back to receive punishment?
Time alters everything, child. Once upon a time, we had not yet learned to read the complexities of human nature. And Seliose's perspective was our only window into understanding humanity.
Her words were everything to us. Our guide, comfort, command, and admonition. silent, that we learn to perceive humanity through our senses.
During our resistance against the Black Tide, we watched over the Earth, observing the progress of the Flame Chase journey. We saw heroes embarking on a mission of deliverance from which they could not return. The unity and hope Seliose couldn't see, we've witnessed in her place.
We've changed, young Hyacinthia. Our watch isn't about proving humanity's weaknesses anymore. It's about waiting for the return of the light.
Lady Seliose, I want to tell you this. Doesn't matter if you can hear me or not. I want you to know that I am glad to be born as the child of a nameless and ordinary mortal. Only then can I prove to you that tenacious hope, buried in the deepest part of the human soul, has not been lost to time. It's just waiting to heal and grow, and then it will shine once more. Even the most cowardly individual harbors a seed within. Perhaps in your era, the light on the horizon was too dim for it to sprout. But do you see it now? 1,000 years later, the path you forged is now walked by many brilliant heroes. They love the people of this world, unreservedly, willing to sacrifice themselves to shine a light upon the children of humanity. The light they leave behind will inspire the seeds within people to sprout, grow, and thrive, nurturing them every step of the way, until the barren land is reborn as a thriving forest, growing endlessly, and one day, reaching for the sky once again. That twilight, still capable of being healed and protected in the end times, is the reason we choose to bear the weight of humanity's flaws.
History has proven once again, the Flame Chase journey itself is a miracle. It began with a whitewashed lie, but it laid down a path of deliverance for humanity over thousands of years. Seliose, we have honored the promise made by that nameless Chrysos heir and returned here. We also bring you the answer to your question. Mortals are capable of change, and humanity is worth saving. Our people, forging through the trials of the end times, deserve a second chance. We are worthy of a new dawn. Hyacinth.
Yes! Solibus? Lunibus?
We are here, Hyacinthia.
We are here, Miss Hyacinth.
Give me your strength. I've made my decision, and we stand resolved. For all that mortals have built, I will follow the guidance of the prophecy and claim the core flame of the Eye of Twilight. The children of humanity have returned from the earth, and we will challenge the skies once again. This time, I will not be overwhelmed by the darkness of humanity. Face us, Avatar of Sky!
weather please you, Titan incarnate! Indulge in this, and taste the fiery blaze of Dawnmaker!
If you could still hear my voice, Lady Seliose! Behold, the strength of those who pledge to save the world!
Watch your head.
Humanity's tenacity
The dice
is
have been
beyond your
cast.
imagination.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
In this mortal form, I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Yeah, you'll get your turn eventually, Mason.
The show has begun. With this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things! What's the matter? Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity.
Serenity stands clear before me.
Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity. I will strike down the full sun!
In the heavens.
Fine is just so angry.
Look, the show. With this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all.
Give us the core flame. At least we can soothe the world's pain. Please calm down.
All in. Watch your head.
Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity.
Let's finish this! Slice off their wings!
You too will be cleansed with gold!
Quick, behind me!
Stand firm! It's a long way down. Let's end them before we crash into the pool of gold!
We're already falling to our death. You didn't have to follow us down here.
All in.
That will not defeat us. Let's protect all life together.
I can't thank you enough. Torment and doubt, I bid you farewell.
As you can see, look, the show. With this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things! Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity.
Better hedge your bets. Can't lose this one.
That will not defeat us.
Watch your head.
Storm clouds are gathering.
Are you ready to sever the lightning?
And you already threatened to cut off their wings.
mortal form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path. I will overcome the thorns. Serenity stands clear before me.
As you can see, look, the show has... With this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things! Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity.
Looks like I've got a winning hand. Huh. All in.
Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity.
There is another world waiting to be saved.
We have no intention of dying here with you.
Titan!
Melted to nothing!
Yeah, I wouldn't get too close to that edge there, Hyacinth. Aglaya literally just saved us from plummeting to our deaths. You don't want to accidentally fall and end it yourself.
Aglaya? Are you still protecting us?
She's doing her best.
Is it all over now? Seliose condemned humanity, casting them into the pool of gold. In the end, she too was...
Take that core flame with you, Hyacinth. Our mission isn't over.
Core flame of the sky, come with me. It's a strange feeling. It's so warm and powerful. Holding it in my hand, it feels like the winds of this world might turn for me. Summoning thunder or snow is just a thought away.
I understand how you feel, but right now, this platform is on the brink of collapse. Who knows how much longer it can hold? We need to find a way to leave.
Yeah, right now we need to run. Otherwise, this whole thing was for nothing.
Look, over there. No idea, but we have to take a gamble. If the prayer can rewind the shattered platform, then we might ride it back to the entrance. And also retrieve Aglaya's amulet.
We can't delay any longer. Everyone, move quickly.
The golden thread is trembling.
We're out of time. We have to retrieve it. Partner, quickly.
Lift the curtain of memory.
And stir up ripples of past reverie.
Come on. We have to get out of here.
I shall have my final bath in warm and radiant gold. From here on, Finan, you shall embark on a journey with no return.
Her prophecy came true 2 times, damn. Like, you are not getting out of this, okay? You could put yourself into this bracelet, but you're still going in the bath.
Light fades, only to await the sun's rise. One day you will step forward, not out of fear, but to return the dawn
to this world.
It's right in front of us. This way! Behind! That door leads outside! There's got to be a path!
Finan, Aglaya is...
I know. No.
Stop blinking.
lightning and thunder. The celestial mural is showing the end of the world.
I mean, this whole place is falling to pieces, so... You know, fingers crossed.
We're so close to achieving the miracle. Humanity will finally take control of its fate. As long as we can make it out of here.
Oh well, at least all these guys are dead. That saves us some time.
Watch out! Everything is collapsing, and a misstep could lead to a fall.
Door's frame is coming down!
Partner, give us a hand! You don't have enough to save in the world. Stay close to them. Don't fall behind. Hyacinth, where are those winged beasts?
I'm trying to locate them, but the storm clouds on the mural are blocking my senses. We could use their wings to escape if they were still here.
We'll have to rely on our feet for now. Keep moving. We're not safe yet.
It's getting even more unstable. Make sure you get the timing right.
We're almost there. The end is just ahead. All we need is a rainbow bridge.
A West Wing compass. Leave it to me. Focus, Hyacinthia. Stay focused. We're out of time. The fortress runs on Aquila's divine energy. If I can channel the core flame... It worked! The core flame responded. Everyone, let's get out of here!
We all have something worth living for. And we all want to see Akima's second dawn.
Wait, what was that sound?
Everyone, once the platform stops, we make a break for the exit. Don't hesitate. Not even for a second.
Okay, but which direction is that? You gotta tell me, so I know where to run.
Everyone, hold on tight! No time for speculation. Run!
The Titan! Their core flame has already... Could this be Seliose?
Bring them back to life?
The core flame has been taken, yet they still move. Lady Seliose, is that you? Hope will not end here.
As you can see, I'm just a frail skull.
Also, you know, Dunham being all protective again, grab onto Everest so I won't fall to my death. You gotta love it.
Look, the show has, with this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things! Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity.
The dice have bin cast. Bust. Or... maybe I'll take it all! All in!
Serenity stands clear before me.
What's the matter?
Mortal form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity.
Better hedge your bets.
The show has begun. With this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things!
Can't lose this one.
Return warp to this world!
I can't thank you.
The core flame will heal.
Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity.
This is the legend's final chapter. Please calm down.
I will overcome the thorns. Tormented with doubt, I bid you farewell.
Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity. Look, the show has begun. With this divine power,
I extract the world's purity to reforge all things!
Watch your head.
With this gentle storm, I will make you come back to your senses, Lady Seliose!
Thank you. And I'll give you what you need.
I hear it! The echo of the apocalypse! Stop, Lady Seliose!
Children of humanity!
Ancestors,
We must bring light to these dark times!
with just a glimmer of light, I'll be able to pierce through the clouds.
Use mine, Hyacinth. I am the one who bears the world. I am the blazing sun destined to rise!
The flame! Bestow upon us the healing rainbow!
All in!
Hero of the sky, awaken!
As you can see, I'm just a frail scholar. Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity.
Serenity stands clear before me.
What's the matter? Straight to the soul. Sink into insanity. The first and only god that Dawnmaker will slay is you!
Hyacinth! Heroes, help us! Hero of the sky, witness the will of humanity!
Children of humanity, you have overturned the judgment I once cast in disillusionment. Beginning with a lie disguised as a heroic legend, passed down for millennia. A grand epic of creation has been written. You are worthy of a new dawn.
I mean, I really appreciate that, Seliose, but, like, we didn't need your permission.